Hey guys, it's your one and only favorite person here, and today we're back with another episode of Drivecast. This is episode 81, ever so close, ever so gently going down the path to 100. You know what I mean, Jellybean? And we
Going
are
up the
here,
path.
and we are here in square and circle and triangle with CJ and Cam, and me, of course, because, yeah.
First off, can I say when you count? Because obviously before we record Drivecast, we do a countdown. Who does 3, 2, 1 go?
I said trois, which is French, dos, which is Spanish, and one, which is English.
That's still 3, 2, 1 go. You cunt.
Yeah. So what?
Go. It's just 3, 2, 1. What is up? Welcome to Drivecast episode 81. Right. So today's topics. We're gonna go ahead and talk. CJ, are you contributing to the conversation with that or no? No, you're not. Fuck off. Topics. So as I'm about
Can you overdose on that like headache medication, please?
What? No.
We got some Forza Ford car list shit because that Ford car list came out and I thought it was quite important. And no big YouTubers covered it, which was really odd. We're going to talk about all the new information, the street racing, the Horizon Edition, all that shit. We're going to be talking about what the perfect daily for us would be. Will we pick one car?
We talk about this every fucking week, I swear.
No, we don't.
We were supposed to talk about it last week, but
yeah, we were
never
supposed to do it last week. We didn't get around to it.
Yeah.
We got time. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about PS Plus because the price raised and that's some bullshit. And I kind of want to vent my frustrations. And they started to strike people's videos down. They doing bullshit right now. I'm also going to go ahead and do the Q&A like usual. So without further interruptions, let us begin.
You are also able to listen to this on Mixcloud. We are not sponsored by Mixcloud. So, yeah, fuck them.
But we really want to be. So Mixcloud, if you are out there listening, please sponsor us. We'll pay.
Yeah, fuck off, Mixcloud.
We won't pay you. We want money. So.
Yeah, all we want is money. Give us your
revenue directly to me. I have got a PayPal donation thing in my bio. I've had it there since about 2012.
Let's be honest. The most traffic you're getting is because of us. So just give us that dollar. Just give us that revenue.
Someone did donate me well, I'm not sure if they donated me £20 or they just accidentally gave it me. Maybe they were supposed to give it to a friend or something. But I did get £20 in there somehow. It did go straight towards a tripod though. Just your money's going to good use. That's a fun fact. I've been donated to twice. One time this guy was trolling. He just gave me a penny. Fucking cringy white Americans. I swear to God. No, hit dab and hit the folks. Ooh.
You genuinely did it though before we started recording, so
because it was a dare and it was in hit the folks. I'm not gonna do it. It's okay.
It's so cringy. It's so fucking cringy.
It's not on topic at all, but I still want to talk about this. Dabbing. I want to talk about the act of dabbing.
Cringe.
It's cringe. It is so cringy. Essentially, I just see loads of people doing it. We went to the park today, me and a cousin of mine, just to play some football. Your average and real football, not American football. No.
Hut, Omaha, 44, 69, 9 or hut.
That or go log.
So we went to play some actual football, and
that's a fun one.
These kids scored against us, and for some reason they picked up the ball. They went to the corner. No one was there. We were in a cage. He came to he went, and I was like, A, it's not that deep. B, huh? I thought it was just disgusting. So if you do dab, please stop. It's not funny. You just look like a cringy white kid. If you're not white, then I don't know what's going on. You don't look like CJ unless you're Win3 Apollo, and we all know about him.
I don't.
Don't dab. Don't dab.
I'm just saying this right now. Since we still go to high school and this became a trending thing a little bit after Cam left secondary school to fucking sixth. No, you didn't go to sixth. Did you?
That's where he left. He left sixth form.
I've left sixth form now.
Okay. But ever since then, it feels like it's just gotten a lot more people have done it, and like I've seen numerous amount of people do it this year. And when I see someone do that, like one of my friends like one of my friends in my group of friends at school that I sat at lunch with did it, and I said, Matt, what the fuck are you doing? That's just cringe as fuck. Just stop, please. Oh my god, for the love of God, just stop.
I'm not gonna say who it was, but a YouTuber who keeps trying to add me on Facebook. I stalked his profile quite gladly, and he had pictures of him in the club. Like, you know when you go to clubs and they take pictures of you?
No.
And they put it on their Facebook page. Okay, well, CJ, of course you're not gonna know.
I've been to a club before, so.
You're 16,
Right.
kid.
Anyway,
Yeah, I went to a
we're gonna move
club.
swiftly on to that. No, you have not been to a club.
Yeah,
Um,
I have.
I've gone to my school dances, and it was a lit,
You
fam.
have 21
That's
to
not a
go
club.
to a club in America. I'm pretty sure, or 18.
Well, then again, it was a party, but
It's 18.
still, it was a party at a
18.
nightclub.
So if you get 18, so please.
And if drinks are included, if alcohol is included, it's 21.
Well,
It's
there
21.
wasn't. Well, there
It's
wasn't.
20.
But
It was
still a
21. Well, it
club.
is CJ. It's not. This is. It's 21. Gotta be 21. Anyway, it was him in the club, and essentially what they do is they go around, take pictures of you, and put it on their Facebook afterwards. And it was him, and he was going. I don't even want to do it because someone's going to screen cap it and make it into a meme, and I don't want that. But essentially, it was a racing YouTuber. He was in the dab position, like, and he was sweaty, and his hair was sweaty, and he was like this, and. Oh my
God damn it.
god.
Does this YouTuber begin with a B?
E.
I'm not gonna say who it is. Could begin with a
Let's start it.
I'm-
Let's start guessing.
no, because I'm not gonna tell you. Because it's not. I don't want to tell you guys. I don't want to tell. It's okay. Obviously, most people who watch Drivecast are normal people, but there's a lot of batshit crazy people who watch Drivecast.
It's mostly from fucking CJ's comments.
That's what I was about to say. It's mostly for me.
Sadly, so I mean, there's either two solutions here. I don't say it, or we kick CJ from Drivecast and never let him on again. It's up to you guys. I mean, I'm fine. I'm fine.
CJ, get off the cast.
I'm fine with both. To be quite frank, I think me and Nina could run this podcast quite well. But
mate, I'm a founding father, so
Doesn't matter. See,
No, no.
founding fathers died.
I have
we need-
tenure.
We need to vent out this frustration right here because I've been meaning to say this for a while, and you've given me a perfect segue to do so. You're a founding father. For everyone who doesn't know the behind the scenes, I organise pretty much everything. The times, I put the topics in most times. That is a little thing. That is a little thing. I do all the Mixcloud stuff. I render the MP3s. I make the thumbnails for it. I do everything for that. CJ, as a founding father, what does he do? He makes a shitty border, and then he doesn't upload some weeks, and you're not doing a good job. I have every single episode of Drivecast on my channel. Every single one, from 1 to 81. You...
I have almost all.
You're not a founding father anymore. You're just shit.
No, who are you to say that? Who are you to decide that?
Guys got every
No,
single episode of
Even
Drivecast on my
even though I wasn't on the first episode, I could pretty gladly say I've uploaded more Drivecasts than CJ.
That's not true though, because
not be surprised if that was true. I would not be surprised if that was true.
I disagree with those statements.
Founding fathers on their phone. Well, the founding father is on his phone
Well,
currently, not looking
I'm
at the
going
camera
on my phone
at
to
the lens.
I was actually gonna look up a laugh track to end the conversation
no,
in an
that's
autistic manner.
just cringe. Anyway,
Conversation.
what I was gonna say is you call yourself a founding father, and you have a fucking border that as shit as this. What are those borders straight off of Google Images?
All
Why
right,
can't you
want to
just
see my
do
new
them?
border?
For anyone who's watching on Mixcloud, don't share your screen because that's gonna fuck everything up. For everyone who's watching,
I'm taking a
essentially he's got a border. He's got borders that have come straight off Google Images, and he's got a picture of a GTR in the background with no blur, so it looks literally like he's just copied and pasted it in there. And he's put the Drivecast logo really, really big in the middle, just in case if you didn't already know what you were watching.
Okay, look at my new
For
borders
those
then, you
who
fucking
didn't realize
cucklord.
you're watching Drivecast.
You fucking
Listen.
cucklord. Might as well look at my new picture.
CJ, that looks even worse. You might as well have just kept the fucking old border.
Because no one's gonna watch your version anyway. Besides Win 3 Apollo.
Cam's still a cuck anyway, so.
I got the movie border in the background. Dab and hit the folks! Or CJ would do it, you fucking cringy
Did I
yank.
do it right?
Um,
I don't know what that is.
Right, so we should go on to the first topic. We've rambled for the first 10 minutes. Let me quickly get it up on my phone.
I don't know where I saw this, but I saw this one comment, and like it just tells you how much Jay really contributes to the podcast, right? I saw this one comment. Don't know where it was. It was either in CJ or Cam's comments, and the comment said, I've noticed how Richard talks a lot more when Jay isn't here, and that's just because Jay talks. I feel like the way Jay talks so much to the point where I just can't squeeze into the conversation. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
4 people's a lot of people, especially when Jay talks quite a bit. That's not a bad thing. I'm not ragging on Jay, but I'm just saying, like,
He's been called out. He has been called out. The thing is, he watch it.
Yeah, fuck
He
off, Jay.
won't watch Drivecast. I'll be very surprised if he actually genuinely does watch or listen to Drivecast.
Yeah, but
I know for a
sometimes-
fact that the weeks that CJ misses, he'll watch it, and the weeks that I miss, I'll watch it. But
Yeah.
Jay definitely
Yeah,
doesn't.
I watch the episodes that I miss. It's actually genuinely entertaining when you're not.
When you're not on the podcast, tell me about it. When you're not on the podcast,
No.
I'm like,
But but for whenever, like, sometimes it just feels like it's hard to butt in, so a lot of times I just stay silent. But sometimes I feel like if I butt in, even when I am rightfully able to butt in, people are like, "Hey, stop butting into the conversation." So
if I got something to say, nigga, I'm gonna say it. I'll be like, real quick, I hate black people. George Bush hates black people. I will say it. I don't give a fuck.
George Bush
Anyway,
I
doesn't
really
care
want to
about
keep
black
the
people.
casual conversation going just for a little bit more. So there's this one night over the summer. No, was it over? Yeah, it was over the summers. A few days before I went back to school. So this was like 10 days ago or something. And I didn't know this, but so there's this YouTuber named Colossal's Crazy, and he's, I think, friends with Pyrocynical or something. And for some reason, Pyro doesn't like Keemstar. Leafy does. I mean, Leafy's, I guess, in the same group, I guess. But they all don't like Keemstar. But for some reason, Colossal has a podcast with Keemstar. And I listened to this one point, and this is basically a meme at this point. Keemstar would be the last person who I would want to have a debate with. Because 1, he talks over you, and 2, I was listening to this one part of the podcast where they were saying how Keemstar isn't like a good news channel in the sense that he reports a YouTube, like, for example, Total Biscuit getting cancer, and then and the next thing he says is, oh, this YouTuber talks shit about another YouTuber, and they had beef over Twitter. Like, he included those two and Colossal said that, you know, that should have its own respected video, obviously, because it's not nice having reporting a YouTuber getting cancer and having Twitter beef in the same video. You know, it should deserve its separate video. Anyway, so they're going on about this. And Keemstar was getting really heated about how he runs his show because, you know, if it's his show, it's his show. No one else
Even
can
though
tell him what to do.
Technically not,
And-
because, you know.
And other people, everyone else in the podcast were saying, yeah, that's pretty fucked up, Keem. And Keem was like, he was just talking over them and not even listening to what they had to say. And then it came down to the point where Keemstar just started saying la 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 over and over again when someone in particular was talking. Just Keemstar is a cunt, and he doesn't deserve a podcast, if I'm honest.
Why is Colossal's Crazy someone whose Keemstar's actually, like, bewildered on Twitter before actually do a podcast with him?
I don't know what drove him to do it, but the thing is when that shit does happen and when they do get really mad at each other, I'm gonna be honest, it is pretty fucking funny.
Well,
Right,
The last time I actually respected Keemstar is when he called out Damas Live, but even then, still, I don't like Keemstar.
Right, so moving on to the next topic. Forza Horizon 3 car list. We don't want to talk about Keemstar. Keemstar's cancelled, we know that. Okay, Forza Horizon 3 car list. Now, usually I wouldn't talk about this. Pretty boring. It's going to have cars. But, 2 things I want to talk about. Number 1, no Volkswagen.
Emissions.
Thanks for interrupting me, CJ. Are you going to lead this topic or I'm going to lead this topic? I'm going to lead this topic. So
I will if you want me to.
No, because you bore everyone will click off. So basically, Volkswagen are in the game. Pretty odd. Even if it was the emissions thing, you've got to keep in mind Volkswagen own basically everyone. Bugatti, pretty sure they own Audi and all those people. Like they pretty much own everyone. So if it was the emissions thing, surely all of the other sub companies under Volkswagen wouldn't be in the game, and that would basically mean that no cars are in the game. And that's pretty weird, I thought. What do you guys think about it? I think I don't know what to think about it. I think it's pretty. Volkswagen is pretty huge. It doesn't bother me to the point where I'm not going to buy the game.
No.
It's weird.
I don't
weird.
like many of
It
the
really
cars.
doesn't bother me because, like, think about the Volkswagens that you have. I don't use Volkswagens that much in Need for Speed. I don't use Volkswagens that much in racing games, and that's why it doesn't really bother me. I mean, I guess we are missing out on the Scirocco and all of the Volkswagen Golfs. What else? Oh yeah, the Corrado.
The
The new Beetle.
Yeah, I said Scirocco.
Yeah, the Beetle, the Rallycross Beetle.
Yeah.
But
That's
I
it.
think everything else just makes up for
Yeah.
the Volkswagen Beetle. I mean,
Why do you think it wasn't included? I think that's the main thing, because obviously, I don't give a shit. Even if Nissan were in the game, but hey, they still had all the cars in there, I'd be like, still got an RX-7, you still got
I'm
BRZs,
guessing it has to do with
Evos.
licensing.
I think
Yeah,
that's
obviously they don't have the licensing, but why do you not think they have the
I
license? Because they've had the
know.
license every single Forza game.
with how
I'm not
many
sure.
car manufacturers are in Forza, I'm not surprised because it's like saying, for example, this is a little bit of a shit example, but I'm just gonna say it anyway. It's like saying, why isn't Renault a Need for Speed? It's just like it's another car manufacturer. I mean, it's not huge. I mean,
But
of
the
course,
thing is,
people are
that
gonna
car
miss out on it,
manufacturer's
but
in every single Forza ever. In fact, that manufacturer was the starting car for Forza Horizon 1.
A bit of a prediction here. It might be because they might try and bring out a Volkswagen DLC in the future, and Volkswagen's like, "Hey, don't put our car in the game. We want extra money, so put it in
The
as DLC."
actual like creative director Ralph Fulton said they're not in the game and they're not happy about it. So there has been a dispute.
Then I'm guessing it has to be over.
My
that.
thinking is it has to be related to diesel stuff, about the whole Dieselgate thing,
I
or
really don't because, as you said, it's the sub manufacturers. Like, maybe it's just because of that specific car make. Like, I don't know.
I
see it has to be either Dieselgate
or a dispute when developing the game or in the trailers.
or customization. But customization, I think about Need for
Customization
Speed,
is
the Golf. They got the Mark 1 Golf
Yeah.
with the Rocket Money kit.
and
I don't know.
it can't be that unless
You never know. What if they wanted to get the Rocket Money kit on the Mark 7 GTI and they said no, but they've really pushed him. They're really,
The
really
only
pushed
thing that I can think of is not marketing issues, licensing issues.
yeah, that's that or Dieselgate or the emissions, and
to
that's
have a licensing issue with a company which you've had such a long standing.
yeah, that just seems odd. Then again, it's like with Audi and Need for Speed.
Yeah.
But Audi isn't just Need for Speed. That's pretty much like Audi don't want to be known. Audi have a reputation, at least in the UK, as a black man's drug dealer's car. That is basically what everyone knows Audi as. Like that is just how it is. That is very stereotypical, but there's a reason why there's that stereotype. And Audi have made it publicized that they don't want to have that image anymore. So that's different. Volkswagen haven't got an image to change. They're just not in the game for whatever reason. It's not like Audi, who don't want to be known as an illegal street racing car. It literally makes no sense why VW, especially as they have like an off-roading background with the Polo rallycross car, and then they've got the on-track, like they've got the Scirocco BTCC car. I think it is. They've got some type of Scirocco race car. It just doesn't. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah,
Really
I
weird.
don't understand. I mean, at least we got the Reliant Robin, so there's that.
It's not just. I'm pretty sure. Is it Peugeot? Haven't been in. There's another car company which hasn't been in a Forza in ages. It's really Citroen, and Citroen's another one of those. They have a lot of rally pedigree, and like Horizon 3 is a very very rally oriented game. It was weird stuff. So VW aren't in Horizon. I thought that was just a weird thing to talk about.
Yeah.
As well as that, the Aventador SV is a VIP car. Have been told the normal Aventador is in the game, but the Aventador SV isn't. Which I still think is weird because the Aventador is a very, very popular car, regardless if it's the SV or not.
It might be coming as DLC then. I'm not
it's a
sure.
No.
car.
I'm
I
guessing.
don't think a car. See, the thing is that car isn't popular in the sense that everyone loves it and like a certain type of people love it. It's popular in the fact that it's just one of those standard mainstream cars.
if they're trying to sell the VIP pass, they've already got the normal event store for free in the game.
Weird.
It's weird. I don't know how I don't know why and how they're doing this, but they're going round in a very odd way. First with the licensing issues. Volkswagen are one of those companies I've always seen them in games, whether that was all the way in 2005 for Most Wanted, Gran Turismo 6, Forza, it's one of those companies that's in every game, like without a doubt.
Thinking about it like that, yeah, it does make me wonder why it is missing, because you name a racing game and more than likely, more often than not, Volkswagen is in there if they, of course, have licensed cars.
Doesn't matter if it's street racing, track racing,
Rally.
simulation, rally. They're always in. They're in Dirt Rally. They've been in all the Need for Speed, pretty much. It's just.
Now, here's the question to think about.
What did they say? What can you say?
Here's something to think about. Do you think that Volkswagen will be in Need for Speed 2017?
Yes, 100%, without a doubt. It doesn't make sense for them not to be.
Yeah, but that again, it doesn't make sense for them not to be in Horizon 3, but they're not. So
that's exactly why we're talking about it right now.
Yeah.
They were in Forza 6.
They were in Forza 6, yeah. So I don't know. It's weird. You don't know what's going behind the scenes. Makes you wonder.
If they had the Mark 7 Golf, you can easily put the Rocket Bunny kit on that, and that's a car with a lot of customization. You can have the what's it called? What's the term for touring car body kit for it? You can have a touring car body kit. There's loads you could do for it in terms of customization. So it would be a good car to have in Need for Speed, and obviously you've already got the Mark 1 that's been in there since last year. I just think that's really weird, especially when like. And another thing which is weird is I think it might have been EK actually. He scouted out. There was a Porsche or a Rough in the trailer, and it's not made it into the game. And I said it was going to happen. They're going to sell us another Porsche pack. It's only a matter of time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They rent out the license. They don't own it. Need for EA.
I even like. You could see it coming from a mile away, because I even said before Horizon 3 was even announced that there was going to be a Porsche pack. Because think about it this way: there was one in Horizon 2. There was one in Motorsport 6. And even when the first cars rolled out and you didn't see Porsche, you knew it was going to come in regardless.
It's annoying.
As DLC, I mean.
It's so annoying because I've paid for it once. I don't want to pay for it again. If they do end up doing another Porsche pack, I'm going to make a video. I'm going to be like, no, this isn't on. Like, I paid for it once. A lot of people pay for it twice in Forza 6. And now you want me to pay again? It's like... I mean, if they give it away for free for those who bought it in Horizon 2, fair enough, but they won't.
Who do you think is doing this? Is it Turn 10, or is it Microsoft, or is it a combination of the two being Porsche. Turn 10 and Playground Games, or is it all three of them?
I reckon EA who are on the Porsche license.
Yeah, because they have.
Who's deciding whether or not it's DLC? That's the question.
Oh, Microsoft, definitely Microsoft.
Probably Microsoft.
Microsoft Turn 10.
Maybe Porsche even. Might even be Porsche. Because they'd probably want money.
Porsche give pretty much full control to EA, I think.
Yeah, because they signed a contract back when like Porsche and
so it's EA who decides that, if that's the point of view taken. I think in terms of all the DLC packs and stuff, that's a combination of Microsoft and Turn 10. I don't think Turn 10 and Playground Games preferably don't want to do that, I don't think. I feel like they're forced into the position, but I don't know. That like the whole team is very like silent a lot of the time. Unless you're on the hype train and we're going towards the next game, they never talk about their games. I can think of multiple times I've contacted Forza Twitters or development people on Twitter with videos and suggestions. I've never got a fave. I've been ignored for so long. It's actually a fucking joke. Like, that's one thing Forza don't do well is fan interaction. The amount of times I've gave them actual full-on video wish lists, and like I've tweeted them with ideas and the community managers and all of it, and they just never reply. Like that's one thing. Even though Need for Speed don't even make they're not making anything for their game, they still reply. The crew are really good at replying. Actually, the crew and other ones that are really good at replying, and then you've got them over there, and they just don't do anything. It boggles my mind, especially when they're behind in the console wars. You'd think they'd reply. very similar to Gran Turismo. Like they've literally
never done anything.
Zero. No one does because they're from Japan and they're lost somewhere. I reckon when I think of Polyphony Digital and Gran Turismo, I think of them. I think of the headquarters. You go in and there's just a waterfall. And there's the main guy there. He's just like praying or some shit, or was meditating, and he's like, "Welcome to Polyphony." And then you go in, and there's people developing the game, and it's like all nice, and you got like Nina sitting there working on the computer.
Fucking great, dude. That's like me saying you work for a fucking hotline for. Oh, hello, welcome to Text and Talk. That's exactly like.
I'm a more successful YouTuber than you, so.
Oh man, I'm so triggered right now.
You've just been doing it like professionally or for longer. Richard, however, makes better content in my personal opinion. So Richard should actually be catching up with you in the near future. In my prediction.
So yeah, your prediction. No,
too bad your mic's cutting out, so I can't really understand you.
Everyone on my can understand me.
Yeah, because you're gipping us to make sure more people watch you. Okay.
So me. Can you actually legit not hear me?
No, you were cutting out, yeah.
Okay, oh well. We're going to go on to... I don't actually mean that, by the way. Anyone who's watching this truthfully, I don't mean that. Although I am best.
I get bullied on this stream, on podcast. Send help.
Right, so going on to the next thing, we kind of talked about the car list. We're going to go ahead and talk about the street racing and Horizon Edition cars.
Illegal street racing.
Street racing. I don't want to leave this one. I've talked too much. Someone else talk.
I'll do it. So basically, it has been confirmed that street racing will be returning to Forza Horizon 3. However, it's not going to be like how it was in Forza Horizon 2. It's going to be like more similar to how it was in Forza Horizon 1. Basically being aside from the festival, not actually part of the festival, unlike in Forza Horizon 2. So, and it's going to be a good idea to get you guys a lot more cash and a lot more money like that. So basically... What are our thoughts on this? I guess you guys are probably gonna wonder this, so yeah.
Niner! Dab and hit the folks!
You forgot the dab.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. It's just not gonna happen. I'm not gonna do it on camera because someone will gif it. I'm completely confident someone will gif it.
Give them the idea, they will.
Yeah. I mean, they're gonna. If you give CJ, it doesn't matter. Cause CJ's got literally no.
I have no shame.
Like, credit to his name.
What do you mean? I have no credit to my name?
That's the wrong word.
You gotta get those credits in school, CJ. You gotta take 3 years of history, you dickhead.
I do though. I'm actually not history. It's social studies. 3 years of social studies.
Right. Okay. Horizon Street Racing. So usually Street Racing in Horizon games, they give you more credit. They usually don't have any barriers. So basically, you're playing on races without barriers and with more credit because obviously it's supposed to be illegal and stuff. And usually adds a better tone. There's usually more customized cars in there. That's going to work well with the wide bodies. My question is, do you think they missed out on a possible really good feature in there?
I agree.
Maybe pops. Yeah. Maybe all types of things. What do you think?
Is there pink slips in it? If there aren't, then they missed out on that. Pink slips.
Right, Need for Speed, give us pink slips, please. I've been begging for this so long. Forza, don't listen to my pleas. The crew, Need for Speed, one of you two, please give us pink slips. Okay, I'm done. It wouldn't work with the crew because you can only have one of each car. Okay, Need for Speed, please give us pink slips. I beg, please.
See, the thing is though, is you have an equal. There's an equal chance of being ignored by Ben Walk and being ignored by Forza for you.
Well, true.
No one loves me. It's such a shame. And even actually, that's not true. Ben Walk subscribed to me.
Oh, that's true. The legend.
When I saw him subscribe to me, I was like, that dreams do come true. For those who don't know, Ben Walk doesn't follow me on Twitter, and I've actually shaken his hand.
He doesn't follow any of us.
He doesn't. James Mount does.
James Mount did after we said that he didn't follow us.
Marcus Nielsen does. He doesn't. I think he's a Twitter stalker. I think that's what he is. He doesn't use Twitter, but he just stalks on it. That's what I do on Facebook and Instagram. Actually, not Instagram. I'm also Facebook.
Last time we said it.
Wait, Ben Walk follows Jay. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Last time we said a member of Ghost didn't follow us. That member of Ghost followed us like the day after. It was James Mount. We said that James Mount never followed us on Twitter, and then the next day he followed us.
Ben, if you're watching this, I would love a follow. That'd be great. We should get hashtag Ben needs to follow Hippo or some shit, or Ben needs to Drivecast. So if you are watching this and you are a hardcore fan, please tweet Ben Walk with my at, and don't. People are gonna do it now. That's such a bad idea. Fuck. Just say something like, "We have great Need for Speed ideas."
Please watch. Please send us to Ghost.
Don't listen to CJ. Don't listen to CJ. Don't listen to CJ. CJ does not need to be involved in this. Just put me in there and Niner if you're feeling nice. Don't put CJ.
I'm gonna name this video. Please send us to Ghost.
no. I'll just put Ben Walk. Please follow. Just do that. It doesn't make sense. Ben Walk. Follow, please. I think that's what I'm gonna put mine as.
I'm probably gonna put mine as something completely unrelated. Then again, nobody watches mine, so...
Yours is gonna be like, I have a poster in the background, episode 38 of Drivecast.
Send help, doo-doo. That's what you're gonna do yours as.
Oh man, please do help. Rate in 5 minutes.
You should do that on yours, because that'll make all the attention come to our videos. Anyway, what were we even talking about? We're talking about
people not the development team of Forza not...
I'm a bit upset that Ben Walk doesn't follow me. Not upset, but it's like...
You know what?
It's like...
I was upset that I got fucked in the ass 3 times. Maybe twice. Something like that. James Mount followed all of you but fucking me. Okay? Then you guys got names in the fucking game. And I didn't. And it, like... Oh my god.
He got his name in the game. CJ got his name in the game. How does that make you feel? CJ got his name.
CJ.
Why? Is there something wrong with me?
Just make YouTube videos anymore.
Well, then again, there's people from the Need for Speed. Yeah, a lot of people from the Need for Speed subreddit have their names on there. Hungry like a manicore.
I was on to James Mount. I respect that man so much. Yeah. He's actually genuinely a really nice guy. I talked to him a few times before the ghosting like DMs and stuff, and he's genuinely a really. I slide into the DMs. I'm like, skirt. Never talked to Ben Walk in DMs though.
The only time he ever looked at you or paid any attention to you is when you were with Theo and you looked at Poutine and started laughing at it.
I want to tell that story now since you've said it. So essentially, which update was it? It was the drag racing update. That's what it was. It was the drag racing update. Me and Theo were invited to go down, along with like GTA YZ and all the other lot, to get recorded early. And we went to this pub, and basically we just got some food. And for some reason, on the menu, it had poutine. And for those who don't know what, I think is it gravy?
Canadian gravy and French fries.
It's a Canadian dish in which you have French fries, gravy, and cheese curds.
Okay, so that's what it is. And we looked at it. A, it sounds disgusting, and B, poutine sounds so much like pussy. It's actually hilarious. So me and him just started creasing. We were laughing. We broke down. We was just sitting there, and we were in tears. And then Lee Williams,
yeah.
He looked and says, "What are you laughing at?" And then we were just like, "Nothing." But we were in tears. It was so funny. It didn't make any sense. And everyone was confused. They were looking at us like, because we were laughing out loud. It wasn't like it was a conserved laugh. We were crying. And everyone looked at us like, what the fuck are you laughing at?
I've had poutine, and it's because there was this Canadian girl in my French class last year. And the project was... the project was to make...
Dodge my question. I'm asking you for motherfucker. You tap that ass. Cause she gave you the pussy, nigga. She gave you the pussy poutine, nigga. She gave you fucking tap that ass, nigga.
Okay, now Ben Walk's never gonna follow you.
She already had a boyfriend. Anyway, last year in French class...
If the boyfriend ain't in the cup, nigga, it's all game on, nigga. That's what I'm saying.
Last year in French class, we had to make a dish from a French-speaking country. Forgot what my friend Cameron did, and I. But regardless, since she's from Canada and she lived in Ottawa, she decided to make poutine for the whole class. And honestly, it was probably one of the best things out of everything the whole class made.
I've actually cried. I got poutine. It sounds so much like pussy. And also, if the boyfriend ain't in the class, I think it's a game one. That's what I'm saying. So
he ain't in the class. Well, he wasn't. That was last year though.
There was a song, and it says it was by Chris Brown. It's like, if you think you can run it, run it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and that was CJ.
Run it. And he says like, if your man ain't in the club, I'd never mind. But yeah, you should have tapped that if the boyfriend was in there. You should have been like, you got the Poutine, I would have fucked the pussy.
You know what's funny though? It would have been really awkward because I'm like 5'9" ish, and she's like 6'3". 5'9", 5'10".
11.
You look like a
5'15".
5'2" Chinese kid.
Nope, I'm definitely not Asian.
He's
You
about the
cunt.
same. He's about the same. He's about as tall as me.
I'm basically as tall as CJ. And that's yeah.
Richard, when I come to your town, we better. It's gonna be good.
You're never.
CJ and I are genuinely gonna meet up though. That's the thing. I could see it in his eyes. No, I'm just kidding. Fuck off. Anyway, next topic. Topic master.
Horizon.
You do realize we didn't talk much about street racing in
Horizon Edition cars. Yeah, but we're making good progress. Horizon Edition cars. But essentially, Horizon Edition of cars are unicorn cars, which give you special stuff like double XP, double skills, that kind of ting.
Are unicorn cars the type of cars that you can only earn and not buy?
I think so. Earn cars rare.
Okay.
That sounds interesting.
What do you think? The M4 was listed at 10 million credits. There's the Liberty Walk M4. It was listed at 10 million credits, and it gave you double skills. It's a lot of money, especially if you can sell it for 10 million.
But then again, is it limited? Is there limited the amount of people can buy? Because there's a lot of people who just save up 10 mil. I mean, getting 10 million.
Like I just fucking said, you've got to earn it. Literally, I just said earn. Not listen to the conversation. I know you've got autism. I know you got Aspergers. I know that...
No, I got it wrong. It's Aspergers.
Right. People who need watching this, you need to understand this. For some reason, CJ thinks it's Aspergers, not Aspergers. ASS burgers. That's what he think it is.
It's it's spelled ASPERGERS.
Like Aspergers.
But it's said Aspergers.
Aspergers.
Aspergers. ASP. I'm saying a silent P. ASP.
How can you have a silent
ASP gaming?
Asp.
How can you have a silent P?
Asp. I'm saying Aspergers. Aspergers.
Can you spell that out?
Aspergers.
Aspergers. Aspergers.
You say purge. You say purge.
I say purgers. Purgers.
Say purg. You don't say purg. You say purge.
Purgers. Aspergers. Purgers.
So, Mom, I'm gonna go watch the Pogue. I'm gonna go watch the Pogue, Mom. I'm going to the cinema to go watch the Pogue. You know, you say, Mom, I'm gonna go to the cinema to watch the Purge.
The Purge? What is that? A movie or something?
Oh my fucking god!
Oh yeah, the Downtown Purge. That's an old meme before Richard was alive.
That's an actual movie series, you fucking retard. I swear to God, you make me want to fucking dab the folks.
And I gotta hit the folks.
Ugh, fuck you.
I said, and now you gotta hit the folks.
That's not what it is. You actually make me want to fucking kill myself. God, you can't even get the cringy shit right.
Yeah, not even the cringe.
Also, for those who are watching this, CJ also... I'm going to tell this story. Fuck, I don't give a shit. Essentially, before the podcast started, we were talking about CJ getting an Integra Type R. And he said, and don't interrupt me, you fucking cunt. He said, 10 minutes, he's not going to get one because he thinks it can get robbed. And I found a place he can park it 10 minutes away from his school. He said a 10-minute walk, which is half a mile away from his school, is too long. And he's carrying, obviously, when you go to school, you carry a bag full of assortment of things, you know, whether that's a laptop, in CJ's case, some books. He said he didn't want to carry it because it was too heavy and a 10-minute walk is too long.
So, CJ, think of it this way. CJ, think of it this way. It's 2 laps around a fucking track. It's not even that long. Half a mile. Kid.
Can I skip my side of the story?
No. You can't say anything else once you acknowledge what I said, though, because I'm not just going to say that.
I acknowledge. Can I skip my...
Well, did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, you said that is 2 laps around a track.
Is that a long distance?
No, but this is why. All right.
That's what he said.
Now, basically.
No, but this is why.
Shut up. Let me give my side of the
Basically.
story.
And also, CJ said that he thinks his Integra is going to get stolen. And then he was like, Cam, look! And he Googled Integra stolen in Allentown. Nigga, if you type Integra stolen in Allentown into Google, of course there's going to be things that come up. That doesn't mean that your Integra is going to be stolen just because you Googled. That's like me saying dogs raped in Wolverhampton. Of course there's going to be search results, but that doesn't mean if I get a dog, it's going to get raped. Carry on.
All right, now, let me give my side of the story. Okay, now, basically, I'm looking for a spot to park a car. Now, a car that I've been looking to get was an Acura Integra. Although, Acura Integras are some of the most stolen cars in the United States, and they're usually stolen for parts. And, basically, I'm like, all right, there are no real safe spaces in order for me to get an Integra. Because Cam was saying, hey, you should get an Integra when I'm looking at other cars.
10 minutes. That's not a bad argument. I found 10 minutes.
I'm not done. Stop interrupting me.
Yeah,
like I didn't interrupt you. You won't
That is a
interrupt
counter
me.
argument to what you just said.
No. Even if I was gonna counter argue you would have
That's a counter argument to what you just said. Justify yourself. Justify yourself. Justify yourself.
Excuse me.
I found a safe spot 10 minutes away. Justify yourself.
All right. First off, that's not a completely safe spot because then again, it's like all the other parking garages in the area. And secondly, that parking garage was only available on certain days, so every single day I wouldn't be able to park it there. Thirdly, also, it's a daily
If every
charge
single
rate.
day it wasn't available, what's the point of even having a parking garage in the first place?
Because some days it's only available to the people working at the parking authority or the newspaper that was across the street. And also,
your city planning is terrible.
Also, it's a daily charge rate instead when I'm trying to look for a place where I can get like a monthly or yearly
You
rate.
know what? You can just park it in your fucking school. No one's gonna steal an Integra for parts. The reason people steal cars is to sell the cars on. If you get an Integra, the parts are so widely available, whether that's from overnight from Japan, or whether that's actually in the US, or even in the motherfucking UK. Parts are so widely available that cars don't get stolen unless it's a niche like a specific Mustang or a specific. I don't know,
you
specific.
Don't understand. I'm giving a counter argument now.
That's just lying, and you're just being.
I'm giving a counter argument now. Two of the biggest brands for stolen cars in the United States. Two of the first and the second biggest are Acura and Honda.
Because they are because they're the most prominent and they sell the most in the US. That's why.
No, because they have this thing called interchangeable parts, and the interchangeable parts usually when Hondas are. I'm still talking. Come on. I'm still giving.
You've made your point.
I'm not. I haven't yet. I have not yet.
You've said that Honda and Acuras are the most prominent. That's what your
most
point
stolen
is.
in the United States for interchangeable parts, and anyone who actually knows that will back me up here in
Get
the
me the
comments.
facts. Get me a source. Get me a source for that. I don't believe you.
All right.
I don't believe you.
CJ, that's just as valid as me saying if you own an SUV, it's gonna get fucked because a few, I think it was like a year ago where people were just stealing catalytic converters out of SUVs. That's like me saying if I have an SUV and I park it somewhere, it's gonna get the catalytic converter is gonna be gone.
What I'm saying is, okay.
All right.
I imagine for. Don't be a hypocrite. Don't be a hypocrite. Fords, I imagine, are one of the most stolen because they are shit ton of Fords over there.
Well, there are some that are stolen, but they're not for the same reason that Hondas and Acuras are.
And you can say that they're the most stolen brand, but that's because they're the most prominent brand. So of course they're gonna get stolen most. It's like saying Lamborghinis don't get stolen that often because there's literally no Lamborghinis on the road.
You can't deny that fact, CJ. Look at how many Acuras and Hondas you see on the road. They are the most popular bought car in all of the in the US.
So you can't say that your Type R is going to get stolen because they are the most.
Well, first off, that's a new problem in itself. I wouldn't be able to get a Type R anytime soon.
Niggas always going on about how he makes money at the grocery store, nigga. That's all I'm saying.
First off, I'm talking about that. No, that's mainly because of the fact. That's because of the fact that there's none available in my area for sale.
Right. This is the counter argument I had to this.
I'm not done yet.
Wait, pops up. Wait till a perfect.
And that could be anytime from like a day to like 10 years.
Search for years to get their perfect car. If you watch a Car Throttle, if you watch any car channels, you'll know they've interviewed people where they've literally waited upwards of 4 years to find a perfect car.
Yeah,
obviously,
I understand that, but let me talk. Then, no, I'm not done because I'm giving a counter argument.
You're being a hypocrite.
No, because you were
Yeah,
giving
you
a counter argument, but I'm trying to give my counter argument.
didn't let me speak. So
Well, you
the
didn't let me
extreme end.
speak.
That's the extreme end of the 4 years. Yeah, I know, but I didn't say don't interrupt me. So that's the extreme end is on the 4 years. Realistically, you could wait a year, and if you constantly looking for over a year, you'd find an Integra. They're not rare cars. Integra Type R's are very popular cars.
But then again, by the time I'm able to get a Type R, I won't have the problem of having to go into the city every day for school. So that's not going to be a problem. But going back onto...
Where are you going in a year's time?
What?
In a year's time. Where are you going in a year's time?
I'm going to be graduating high school next year. I'm going to be a senior.
To community college in the same city centre?
No, it's not in the city center. It's out in, like, the farms. It's a suburb.
But you need someone to drive then?
Yeah, and hopefully by then I'll be able to get an Integra.
So I don't understand the issue.
The issue that you're coming up with is because I'm looking for an Integra, and if I do get an Integra now, well, first off, I'm not even looking for an Integra right now because I go to school in the city, and it's gonna be even worse than insurance because I'm going to a high-risk area. But
like you own a Ferrari, family. It's not gonna get stolen.
Don't interrupt me.
Like in a 458, and man's like, "Oh,
what are you, Keemstar? You keep interrupting me." All right, so
it's because you with shit points.
No, but I'm not done with my points. You just interrupt me. But realistically, I'm just looking for a car that can get me to and from school. Nothing.
You might as well just get a shit hatchback then.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to look for. But he's like, "Oh, you should probably get an Integra right now." And
what's the money on a hatchback? Which if you get a shit hatchback, you're gonna end up dumping more money into it if it breaks down and shit.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm obviously looking for a reliable car.
Yeah, but regardless if it's reliable or not, if you get something cheap, it's gonna break down on you. That's just how.
Well, I know that. I obviously know how that works. But
and if you want to spend big money on it, surely it makes sense just to get your car that you actually want instead of getting a shit hatchback.
Yeah. Well, obviously, I'm gonna need a good car, reliable car, cheap as well, to be able to get me to and from school and work, which is like a mile from my house. The work is from a mile from my house, but you're trying to come up with, oh, I need to find good parking, when in reality, if I just have a car that I know won't get stolen, then I could just park in the school parking lot. But
realistically, you can park in the school car. No one's going to steal an Integra. It's not going to happen. The whole BS behind the Acura is the most stolen car, it doesn't apply to this situation because...
Yes, it does, because that's a high car theft area.
Because Honda make a wide range of cars, whether that is from the Type R range, or that's a TSX, or an Accord. They make literally so many different types of cars that doesn't apply. That argument doesn't apply.
Yeah, it does because Acuras are one of the highest, are one of the most.
But they make so many. Of course they're going to be. That's like saying Ford are the most stolen here. Yeah, of course it is because that's majority of what you see on the road. Of course it's going to be most stolen.
Well,
it's like
no, it's because of its interchangeable parts and its engine.
Because it's the most popular.
No, and its engine, which can be crammed into different cars. And that's why.
And into any different cars. You've seen, what's his name? The drifter is called something Turek. Chris Turek, is that his name? It doesn't matter what his name is. He's got a GT86 with a 458 engine in. And you can do that to any car.
Wait, a GT86 with a 458 engine in it?
Yes, that is a thing.
Well, yeah, but with Acuras, they can be
fit. No. He just proved you wrong, though. You can do this to any car.
Yeah, but Acuras are stolen for this reason. Just because other cars can do it doesn't mean they are as stolen too. Although a lot of cars like that probably are stolen. They're not as much as the Acura Integra. But this is going completely off topic because I'm about to just talk about my other topic that you keep saying. Basically, with my problem... Well, I'm not sure. You keep interrupting me. That's why I'm getting pissed off. So... with the problem I have is if I don't get an Integra, then there's no need to even worry about other parking spots. I could just park in a school parking lot. But
I could just
really
buy a car and steal.
Excuse me. But realistically, I don't have to worry about that. But with an Integra, I would because. An Integra or any other Honda as well. I'd probably have to worry about that.
That's like me saying, if I get a Chevrolet Silverado, and then I say, oh no, my catalytic converter is going to get stolen. That's basically what you're saying.
The Chevrolet converter is the Chevrolet thing that you just mentioned is actually one of the other most stolen cars in the United States as well.
Because a ton of people have it.
Yeah, a ton of people have Jeeps, and they're not the most stolen cars in the United States. A ton of people have
That's
Toyotas,
not
and they're not stolen.
That doesn't apply. That doesn't
They're
apply.
stolen because of the way they're made, not because of the way they look. All right.
Are all pretty much
No.
built made the same way.
Say that these cars are most popular, so of course they're going to get stolen a lot more than another car. For example, if they only made 22 Bugatti Veyrons and they made millions of Acuras, that's like saying more Acuras were stolen than Bugattis. Obviously, because so many more Acuras exist.
Because more than average, but Integras are stolen a lot more than average other cars.
Right, we've made our points.
No, I'm not done yet. I'm not
No,
done yet.
you are done.
Because
You
you
are
were making
done.
fun of me
You
for
are
the fact that I won't take a 10-minute
So
walk
if-
to school. But
If you think that is so true, that is the thing.
the
That
thing
is
is,
actually true.
I'm not willing to park a block away from school when I could
A half a mile.
a half a mile when I have to walk most days in
You
the
won't,
freezing
what,
cold.
a 10-minute walk.
I'm also gonna have to walk days in the freezing cold with like my laptop and other stuff,
Oh my god, I have to
With the
walk
threat
30
of
minutes
getting-
home.
with the threat of it being stolen.
Right, so you made your
So,
points.
you know,
Um,
and of course,
the-
Cam's
the-
being a dipshit with all this shit.
the comments can decide who's right. If you think I'm right that CJ should get an Integra and this whole stealing cars being Acuras being the most stolen car in the US is BS, comment and let me know. Comment and let me know. And if you think
It's
CJ's
actually
right,
true.
that about taking a 10-minute walk and walking in cold,
That's
then
not even my main
CJ,
argument.
then put CJ.
Cuck.
If you think CJ's right and that he can't get an Integra because he wants a cheap, reliable hatchback to waste more money into and dump his money into, let us know in the comments. I'm gonna let guys. I want you guys to make your title based around this, so we can get some actual confirmed answers because this is quite.
Then again,
different to the
everyone
podcast.
it's gonna be messed up because most people watch your thing anyway. So
That doesn't matter though, because
Wow.
I could lose really badly to a race on my version of our video, and then people would still like fire shots at me. It's neutral playing field. It's a
Yeah, but-
podcast.
Just because they're watching on my version doesn't mean they've got opinions.
well, they're most likely to be towards you because they enjoy your content. But
CJ, stop spewing shit.
You just spew shit. I can't believe that
he's
he's.
not this time.
Walk
Of
from
all the shit I
school.
spewed, this isn't any shit because there actually are studies.
You're basically just ignoring all of the facts that we're throwing at you.
What facts? Show me the car
Oh,
facts.
were you not listening to me and Cam the whole time?
Show me the car facts.
You're an actual retard.
All right, so going on to the Q, we're going to miss the perfect daily again. We'll do that next week because we're running out of time. We're going to go on to Q&A, and then we can talk about PS Plus and stuff next week as well. We can just take them on to next week. I just can't believe CJ is so blinded. Anyway, Drivecast. If I could afford a BRZ, if insurance allowed me to have a BRZ or an EK9 now, I would have one. But the fact of the matter is, the UK is a bitch, and that's the only reason why I wouldn't have one. The only reason I wouldn't have one is because of money. But CJ's got a job, so that's not really an issue. But anyway, who is first? First question from Lucas Manning. His question is: Would you prefer to see a large amount of hatchbacks like 206s, etc., a large amount of Utes? Like obviously you guys know what Utes are.
Holdens.
Oh,
And
those.
stuff. The next Need for Speed game. I don't want to see Utes in the next Need for Speed game. I want to see Corsas.
I'd much rather see Peugeot 206s and shit. Yeah.
I want to see the Corsa C in there. That'd be hilarious. Would you be disappointed if the next Need for Speed was a Most Wanted 05 remaster from DivJotMand?
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to see something new. Zane plays Dirt 3. For your dream car, would you have a private registration? If so, what would yours be? Mine would be, because obviously UK private number plates are different. I would either have something YT SUH related, or I'd have not safe for work. One of those two.
You would definitely have not safe for work.
Yeah.
No, for a fact
One of
you
the
would.
two. I don't know yet. But that's basically what I'd have. You guys?
So I saw this one thing on Twitter, and I thought it was pretty fucking GG. Basically, it was a combination of letters and numbers, and when you look at your car in the mirror, it spells asshole, and I want that.
CJ? Right.
I'd say just. I actually don't know. I'd probably just put my name.
Right.
Oh.
What is the most autistic
That's
joke CJ's made that you can remember? That he went, 10 minutes away from his
Yeah, I was gonna say that! Yes!
Well,
Number 2.
maybe if you guys let me give my entire story, maybe that wouldn't be. But all right, you guys just have to be cucks and.
Are you gonna let me speak? Okay.
Well,
Second
you never
question.
let me spoke.
Spoke. That's not a word. That.
Well,
Okay.
whatever.
Question 2. What episode of Drivecast do you think was the funniest in your opinion?
The one where CJ said he wouldn't walk 10 minutes to school.
One when he said he wouldn't get an Integra because he thinks it's gonna get stolen.
You guys need to get. You guys deserve to be killed.
Number 3. How much did Need for Speed sell, and what do you think about its sales? I know it sold around 7 million.
What Need for Speed 2015? 7 million.
I think so.
I'm pretty sure
It's
it was 3 million.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure. I know Hot Pursuit sold like 10 million. That was like the most out of that generation. But then again, Need for Speed 2015 is in a different Need for Speed generation.
Okay.
See, this is what I would have right there. It says asshole. It's pretty sick. Right there.
Okay, so yeah, it did get around 3 million. I'm just speaking out my ass. Ooh, well, that's not bad, to be honest. Considering that like Rivals got like considerably less, and the Crew got considerably less.
Well, I thought the Crew had like 10 million combined users though.
The free Xbox sales because obviously it was on Xbox Live and stuff. And you gotta keep in mind it's been out for a year.
Yeah.
Shorter. So I think it needs to be done well, especially considering it was returned to the series. So, bravo. Okay, so next question is from Tear Gaming 95. Do you think Need for Speed will announce anything at EGX? No. When are your birthdays? I'm not saying that live. I mean, if you follow me on Twitter, you'll know.
Yeah, same.
If you've been following me on Twitter enough, I'm not going to tell them. And any beginner YouTube advice? I like this question. This question's saucy.
Don't be a cuck.
Be unique. Be yourself. This is one thing that a lot of people do when they start off is they try to be like another YouTuber. I'm trying to think of examples off the top of my head. Anyone popular, really. You see a lot of bigger YouTubers do that, like try to be certain other YouTubers. Try be yourself and try build a channel around your own personality. Persevere. If you actually want to do YouTube and you want to make something out of it, perseverance, don't give up. And actually start doing it. A lot of people say,
and if you made 4 different channels and you gave up on all 4 and you're like, I'm gonna do it again, no, just stop. It's not for you then.
Because I made loads of channels before I came on this one.
Yeah, but then you keep saying, oh, I'm gonna go far, and then you end up quitting and just losing.
I did that 3 times though.
Yeah, but it's different though because.
And I had a couple of on one of them.
Yeah, but you just like stop uploading and then you make another one and then you just stop uploading and you don't do it out of, oh, I'm gonna continue making more or I have ideas in the back of my head. It's just like I don't want to do it anymore because I'm too lazy to do it.
If you don't want to do it, if you don't have the passion for it, don't bother. But if you feel like you can go far, regardless of their accounts bullshit, because I know Theo had many accounts before he made Black Panther.
Oh Jesus,
yeah.
He had like 5.
If you've got passion for it, then go for it. But if you feel like you're forcing yourself to do it for some reason, or you are making excuses to yourself, then you haven't got the passion for it in my eyes. I don't feel like if you just making excuses, you haven't got the passion. But yeah, those just make sure you actually get on with it. Learning editing software and stuff. Everyone's first video is always going to be shit unless you're Jay. So yeah, just work at it basically.
Yeah, just work at it.
Goal. Get better. Obviously, my first video was awful, and I don't think it's even on the internet anymore. It was a Modern Warfare 2 gameplay. Had the plasma screen up here, and my webcam was like here, so it was like you were looking up. I remember I did awful that game, and I used my webcam to record my plasma, and that's hilarious. Anyway, Epicness 5. What do you think the fastest speed you'll go in the first year of driving is?
So far, it's been 100.
30. Nine is not gonna answer, or is he gonna answer?
I've only been 70.
30. No, I've obviously done more than 30, but I've done 30.
75.
What do you think about the Gamescom FH3 gameplay? We talked about that last week. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for me. Yeah, that's it for me. Any of you guys any questions?
Let me check.
I'm checking.
That is it for me. Right, so in this little break, I'm just going to talk about CJ not walking.
6. Talk about 6.
Let's talk about CJ not walking the block. Point.
Oh my god. You guys are just gonna turn that into a meme now, even though it's not.
We are gonna turn that into a meme.
Come on, Drivecast meme. Fuck the whole Ben Walk thing. We need to make this a meme. This is actually hilarious. CJ's never.
You guys are just dicks.
Gonna get stolen.
We're not dicks.
Getting integral because it's gonna get stolen.
Yeah, because it's a high theft car.
Gonna get stolen. It's a high theft car, guys. It's gonna get stolen. Right, no one's got any questions. All right, that is the end of Drivecast episode 81. If you guys enjoyed, next go ahead, hit the like, subscribe. We'll see you guys next one. You guys have been off to stay safe. And that's what we leave. See you put links in the description.
Cam shit in the streets.